Hello and welcome back once again, fellow vinyl aficionados. This is Racers Vinyl Fast 5, and this is episode number 26. Good day, all. Nice to see you guys back. I appreciate you being here. If this happens to be your first time, how this works is I have 48 bins of records. Within those bins, there's at least 30 albums. So I need you to pick a number between 1 and 48, and then another number between 1 and 30. From that, I find an album that is in bin X, and it is album Y. You know what I mean. I take that, and then I find 4 other albums that somehow all 5 of them tie together. It could be something on the cover, could be a title of the song, could be an artist, could be the title of the album, could be pictures on the back, it could be a few things. So it's up to you, if you choose to decide to play along and let me know what you think it is that ties the 5 albums together. At the end, I'll give you a spoiler alert, and then I will give you the answer as well if you want to watch through until the answer. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward and pretty easy. Again, thanks to everyone for coming back that's been coming and playing along. I appreciate it. And if you're new, thank you as well. In the comments, I need A, your answer, B, your bin number and record number, and C, yes, there's a C today. Do you want to see one of these every day, Monday to Friday? Kind of like a Wordle. If you're going to watch them and you're going to play along and you give me some numbers, I will do them, okay? Because I can bang 5 of these off on a Monday and put them all up and do it that way or something like that. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to. If you would watch, if you're going to watch, I'll do them. Put it that way. All right, so David Pattison, who has been watching for a long time and has suggested bins and album numbers before, suggested for his beloved Bruins, bin 20, album number 11, and that happens to be this time a little band out of Seattle, and Heart with Magazine. Probably not their biggest known album, but still a pretty decent album all the same. Ann and Nancy Wilson, the Wilson sisters. Heart Magazine. There you go. There's album number 1 for today. There is the front. There is the back. Not a lot going on the back, so it may not pretend. That's not the right word. May not pertain. Hey, it still works. May not pertain to the back, but I'm going to show you anyway. So Heart Magazine, that's number 1. There's the front, there's the back, and I'll show you the fronts and the backs again in a second. All right, up next is Psych Band that I honestly haven't listened to very much, but the album cover's cool and fits. So I'm going with the Strawberry Jam. Not to be confused with the Strawberry Alarm Clock. The Strawberry Alarm Clock. Say that fast. And or Pearl Jam. Neither to be confused with. Anyway, this is, I think this one's just self-titled. Hold on. Yeah, self-titled. There you go. The Strawberry Jam. All right. For those Discogs fans playing along, it's H-10151. It has nothing to do with that. Anyway, it's just some psych rock. The Strawberry Jam. There you go. There's the back. One more time with the front. That was a lot of rambling. I know. You're used to it. If you're new, get used to it. Up next, Paul Horn, a flautist. Got a lot of big words today. I'm not sure. Gonna have to, hold on. Gonna have to have a little coffee. There you go. Born and raised in New York, from what I understand, but spent a little bit of time in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. This is a very cool cover. Paul Horn, he's a flautist. Look, it's a flute. A flute. We don't say it differently up here, eh? Take off, eh? Anyway, this is recorded in a pyramid. That pyramid right there. Not to be confused with that pyramid. Anyway, shut up, Joe. But this was recorded live in the Great Pyramids of Giza as follows. And then the track listing. And there you go. So some flute music recorded in the Great Pyramids of Giza. Paul Horn inside the Great Pyramid. There's the front. There's Paul himself on the back. And there's that. I told you I'm going to give you the answer. Yeah, I told you about spoiler alert. All right, another band out of Canada, out of Western Canada specifically, and that is the boys from Chilliwack. And this is a very cool album cover, obviously because of all the birds. And this is, I've seen Chilliwack, I don't know, it's almost double digits now. I'm not positive, but it's getting up there because they just always seem to play here. They're at some festival or they're doing something. They're playing Canada Day in the park. They're very good. They still sound fantastic. The one thing that pisses me off about Chilliwack is they never play the song Communication Breakdown, which is on this album. And I'm not sure if Bill just doesn't like it, recorded it forever ago and doesn't like it, or what the deal is. But I don't know. Anyway, they never play it, but I'd like to hear him play it. So Bill Henderson, if you're watching, play Communication Breakdown, damn it. Anyway, this is Breakdown in Paradise, and this is Chilliwack. There's the front. There's Chilliwack themselves on the back. And one more time for the front. I will run through these again quickly at the end. I'll give you one more front and back. And last but not least, gentlemen, that was, I believe, the third concert that I ever saw. Did I mention every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, I've got a live stream. We're going to talk about concerts. Going to have a couple of guests on. They're going to decide which concerts they would like to talk about. I'm going to pick a different concert I've been to. We're going to show you some records. We're going to talk about, hey, I saw those guys Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. on my channel. Please tune in. Anyway, I believe it was the third concert I ever went to, and it was Jerry Doucette. Happened to be in the front row. Not sure how I got there, but but I did. And I was, early teens, maybe even the tweens. And I was super excited. I had a baseball hat on. And when the big song, the big song at the end came on, I got so excited. I said, "Here, Jerry, wear my hat." I didn't say it, but I went like this, and he took it, and he put my hat on for a little while. And he played the big-ass song, and then he gave me my hat back at the end. Where is that hat? I don't know. Anyway, Jerry Doucette, Mama Let Him Play. Outstanding album. Very good. Very great guitar player. Again, out of Western Canada. Only 2-3 albums, but still out there. At least he was a while ago. Saw him maybe 5 or 6 years ago, but still out there. You've probably heard Mama Let Him Play, regardless of whether you're north or south of the 49th parallel. Anyway, there is the front. There is the back. So, Doucette and Mama Let Him Play. In order, if I'm trying to keep them in order, it was Chilliwack and Breakdown in Paradise. There's the front. There's the back. And then I believe it was Paul Horn inside the Great Pyramid. There's the front. There's the back. And just because there's a gatefold, there's a gatefold. There's Paul Horn himself. Up next, the Strawberry Jam. Self-titled album. There's the front. There's the back. There's the boys in the Strawberry Jam. And the one that started it all off, which was Bin 20, album number 11. I'm not sure if I mentioned that off the start. And I don't know if you guys are trying to figure out where the letters are falling in my bins and that. But anyway, it was Bin 20, album number 11. David Pattison, thanks very much. And it started us off, and it was Heart magazine. There is the front. There is the back. All right, so if you choose to, again, 3 things to do in the comments today, putting you to work. First off is give me your bin number and your album number for future Fast Fives. Give me your answer if you can figure it out. And as well, let me know if you would watch one of these a day, Monday to Friday, not every day. I've kind of cut back a little bit. There hasn't been a video every day. Thought you guys might be getting sick of me, so I thought I'd cut it back a little bit. But by the time you see this, we'll see what has happened. Anyhow, there you go. That's your Fast Five for today. So if you're going to bail at this point and try and guess, thank you so much for watching. If you are going to stay tuned through, thanks for doing that as well. But here it is. Here is your spoiler alert. All right. Back after the spoiler alert. Today, I think it might have been a little tough because there's a curveball in there. And I say curveball often, and I have to come up with a different terminology. But I'm going to use it again today. So, the one that started us off was Heart and Magazine. Heart is on the mushroom label out of Vancouver, Canada. Look, there is the label. There is the mushroom. Yeah, I know it's upside down, but you get the point. Anyway, so there is the mushroom label, and Heart is on it. I don't know if it was every album. I'm pretty sure that it was, but that's what we're going with today. It is mushrooms and or the mushroom label specifically. And I was almost able to pull off 5 out of 5 artists on the mushroom label, but I had to throw the curveball in, which was the strawberry jam, because it's got a bunch of mushrooms on the cover. There you go. So there is how that one ties in. Mushrooms on the cover of the strawberry jam. Again, another artist, born and I believe raised in New York, a flautist. I like saying the word flautist. Anyway, spent some time in British Columbia, and that is probably why he is on Mushroom Records. There you go. They didn't have a lot of artists. They did Rick Dees. I think of like Disco Duck Rick Dees, I think. I'm not positive. There was a couple others, but there was only 4 artists that I had. And obviously the next 2 are going to be also on the Mushroom label, but Paul Horn was one. And then as I lean into the microphone and it gets louder, sorry about that. But yeah, of course, Chilliwack also out of British Columbia. And not that you don't believe me, but I will show you that they are on the Mushroom label. All right. And last, and again, certainly not least, because I've been a big fan of Jerry for a number of years. And yeah, always good stuff. And again, a really great album. If you don't know this album, I would seek it out, especially, if you're a guitar fan. He is a very good guitar player and a great album. And yeah, again, not that you don't believe me, but there you go. There is the Mushroom label. So I could not do it 5 bands on the Mushroom label, but I found one with a mushroom on it. So there you go. That is your Fast 5 for today. Thank you so very, very much, David. Appreciate the bin number and the album number. I appreciate everybody playing along and watching. Yeah, there you go. That is your Vinyl Fast 5 for today. Don't forget to leave me your bin number and album number, and let me know if you want to watch one of these every day and do it kind of like a Wordle. And then I will really need bin numbers and album numbers. I got a bunch of theories and I got a bunch of them that I can come up with, but it's more fun if you give me a bit of a challenge. So there you go. That's where we're at. Thanks again, everybody, for watching Racers Vinyl Fast 5.